Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Soul Star Wavelength. It's Nirvana. Alright, so we have a karma reading today. Filming this during the energy of the Scorpio full moon, so I felt very called to do this. I have a little prayer intention speech little thing that I wrote, so I'll just do that right now. This reading is being done with the intentions of healing and elevating those who have been maliciously hurt, targeted, attacked by others. May those who have attacked others in malicious or nefarious ways be transformed in the way that is best for them and for the highest good of all. Karma means action. Actions have consequences. This is the law of cause and effect. May all that watch this reading know that justice is here for you, and may you move forward with this reading with your pain transmuted to power and wisdom, giving you the courage to live your life as your most authentic self. All right. Yes, this is not going to be something that I do very often, but yes, I do know that karma readings have really helped me to transmute and elevate myself. And so I wanted to do that for my soul stars. All right. So I have 3 piles for you to choose from. We have pile 1, which is the Phoenix, pile 2, the Ghost, and then pile 3 is the Dragon. So check out whichever pile or piles you're drawn to, and I will see you there. Hello there, Phoenix pile. All right, so you picked the Phoenix. So immediately the karma that I'm picking up on for this, so the Phoenix is the highest form of Scorpio energy, and so this this interaction has caused a complete transformation within you and within them, or if it hasn't transformed either of you completely yet, it will, because the Phoenix is about, complete rebirth, complete dissolution of the old self and being rebirthed into something new, brighter and better than before. But yes, it is very intense energy. I do believe all these piles are going to be quite intense, but yeah, the Phoenix is, it's a very, very powerful energy. So I would also advise you, if you're drawn to this pile, to look up the spiritual significance for the Phoenix. Look up like spirit totem, spirit animal meanings, and you'll find stuff there. All right. Okay. So first off, I am using the Chuck Spezzano deck, the Enlightenment pack, and it has 2 halves. So this is the heavier shadow half, and then this is the light half of the deck. And so from the heavier half, I'm going to see what wound this connection, this interaction brought you. What wound this either triggered or caused in you. And then from the lighter half, we will see what gift is coming to you for transmuting this pain and this experience. Okay, I hope that was clear enough. All right, okay, so I'm gonna kind of move these guys over here. I'll just move you straight up, there we go. So what wound was triggered or caused with this connection for the Phoenix pile number 1? Give us insight into this. Okay, oh my goodness, okay, that's an unconscious card. I can tell from the color. Personal myth. Whew, okay. And on the bottom, hidden self, victim. Okay, the hidden self. Okay, so immediately, this connection, this interaction, from a spiritual perspective, it is highlighting beliefs that you have held about yourself deep in your subconscious, and it's helping you to transform them, so you no longer have this hidden self moving against the grain of where you actually want to go, because you see all these guys they're all heading up. They're all wanting to head up these stairs, which look quite like a pyramid. Some of you might resonate with Egypt or ancient Egypt. That might be something to look into. Yeah, and the Egyptians knew a lot about death and rebirth. So also looking into the ancient Egypt Book of the Dead. But anyway, here, so we have this one guy. The guy in the red suit is an unconscious or hidden part of yourself that is actually working against where you want to go, basically. And that's on the bottom here. And the reason he is moving against the grain, so to speak, and against your wishes is because of an unconscious belief you hold about yourself and or your life. So I'm going to check in the book a little bit. Funnily enough, there's a book on it, so yeah, I'm being very called to look in that, because look, even if you see like he's wearing the red suit and then the book is red because he's holding, this is the part of you that's holding this unconscious story. And the thing is, like, this is why the total dissolution was required, depending on where you are in your spiritual journey, seeing this, and where you are in your processing. This might just be confirmation to some people, or you that are watching this, or to some of you, you might just be going through this rebirth process right now. But the unconscious cards in this half of the deck are actually, they're the trickiest to overcome, as you might expect, because they are, by nature unconscious. So yeah, it can be very tricky to find them. So that's why I'm going to get the book and see what the advice is that they give in here. But the unconscious cards are actually at such a deep level as well. So this is why it's causing this total rebirth, because you are actually completely changing some aspect of like your whole concept of yourself and your life. Yeah, personal myth. Oh, it was open right at it there, see? So the key concept, a story one lives by, usually in compensation and resulting from a negative belief one has about oneself. So whoever the people are that you're looking in for their karma, this is there is a karmic contract you both were in. They came in to help you elevate in some way actually through doing this. No one likes to hear this, or it can be really hard to hear this. At certain points during healing, doesn't make what they did to you right, or this is why justice will still be here for you, but this is the spiritual growth and lesson we can get from it. Yeah, I'm feeling quite good actually right now. I'm getting like a really good sensation. I feel like someone who's watching this has just had like something click within them. And I'm just confirming that to you. So that's absolutely wonderful. That makes me very, very happy. Okay. Personal myth is an aspect from a deep level of the unconscious pre-birth mind, although it usually has been compounded as the result of a core trauma in one's life. Personal myth is also a key story one has been living out in one's life, so named because it may follow the lines of a myth, fairy tale, a legend, or even something from history. Receiving this card means there is a key life script you are playing out, which at this point is interfering with your situation at hand. The personal myth is a defense or compensation against a core trauma and the resulting sense of heartbreak, failure, or guilt. This leads us to relinquish the idea that we are good enough to handle life situations. So we take on the belief that this figure from our myth or legend will have the strength, courage, intelligence, or whatever skill seems needed to succeed in life. However positive the qualities of our myth may be, since it is a compensation, it never allows us to receive for the gifts we give. This is because we are just playing out a role which we are using to deny and compensate for some archetype or dark belief about ourselves. Wow. Many people's personal myths have been of extremely positive figures, including heroes and saints, but so long as they are enacted in compensation, they lack the truth. The role is only there to prove that you're not such a bad person. There are also a few personal myths which are negative in nature. These are stories which come directly from negative beliefs about ourselves. If you receive this card, acknowledge that it's time to heal this core trauma and live more authentically. Ask yourself, if I were to know which personal myth I'm living out, legend, myth, fairy tale, or historical character, it is probably blank. It's important to trust the first response which pops into your head. Sometimes a couple of responses will come to mind. Do not censor these. Just allow them to enter your thoughts. The name of the character which comes through may be one you don't even consciously know, or you may only have a sketchy idea of the story. One way of working out with whichever character pops in is to write a story about it, a page or two, or you may find it easier to record it on a tape machine. Wow, you can tell that this is you can tell this is from the 90s, huh? Well, you could just use your phone if you have a smartphone, which most likely you do. Okay, tape machine. Oh, how quaint. Your version may differ from the actual legend or fairy tale, but what is important here is that your own version of the myth, written or recorded, is that it is your own version of the myth, written or recorded as spontaneously as possible. Okay, after you've done that, take a close look or listen to it, note the prevalent themes, and ask yourself whether these patterns have been showing up in your life. The second thing to note is that every character in your personal myth represents something in your mind, as does every character and symbol in a dream. So yeah, pay close attention to your dreams right now. They will illuminate a lot for you. Okay, if you look up the symbolism. Typically, you will identify with the heroic figure, although sometimes you will relate to the shadow figures, the bad guys. These are also core belief systems you have about yourself. Okay, and then from there we can heal it, and I'm going to pull from the blessings card. Whatever card I get from here should help to understand how best to heal this, but this is what is actually getting completely transformed throughout this this experience that you've had to go through. Yay! All right, so now I'm going to get your blessing, your light side card, to see the good things coming to you for transmuting this energy that's been brought up to the surface through this interaction that you've had, or this life experience. Oh, you get two gifts, because the pink cards are gifts. What's on the bottom? Oh my gosh. Holiness, grace. Okay, this is literally the highest card in the deck. It's the last card in this deck. And it's about complete connection to divinity. So that's why this is this might have been quite an extreme, and this is why it's connected to something deeply unconscious. So, and as you know, the more you shift from certain things that are hidden in your unconscious, you bring them into the light, and you become closer with divinity, whatever you believe or feel that to be within yourself. All right, let's see our gifts. Success and actuality, I will call it. Success gift. I mean, amazing. And I can't really, they're literally just flesh tubes, but I'm going to censor them anyway. So I actually don't know where I need to find my censor. I just reorganize all my stuff. So I'll be right back. All right, sorry for having to cover them up so much, but just want to be safe, and I covered up the word just in case, I don't know. But actuality, so we'll just say sensual expression of the self, because it's not just about intimacy between two people. It's actually about intimacy with your self and with who you are. Your creativity and leadership skills are actually in this. Being able to connect more with others. See, as you're coming into a more authentic space now, and you're being closer with divinity, which is your true self. Your true self is a divine and holy being. Your soul. Yeah, absolutely stunning. And so from transforming this personal myth, that's actually been working against your higher ideals, because see, even the way this is going up, the pyramid, and it's reaching up the same way that the spirit is, the Holy Spirit. Yeah, so it's this is amazing karma to get from this, that you're dissolving anything that's in the way of you reaching your highest success, and you're being able to be authentic and truly intimate with those you love, in your life, no matter it's platonic, romantic, you know, familial, anything. Just it's that level of expression and more playfulness in your life. This is absolutely stunning. Wow. I had to get some water. My throat is getting so dry in this, so I think your throat chakra is actually I'm gonna say like your whole, because I see all the whole spectrum of colors here, including this pink, which would be the soul star chakra to me. So you're in the right place. What happened to my voice there? I tell you. Yeah, though your throat chakra is definitely your authentic voice will be ringing out. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to check the check the book for these two, just to give you some extra confirmation, some extra good vibes that are coming to you, and then we'll go into what happened and the karma for it, and just end off with a little oracle card at the end. All right. Let me see. Success. Okay. Key concepts: self-recognition, feeling of achievement, receiving for yourself and others. Success as a gift card means a whole new level of success is coming into your life, with which you will feel you have achieved significantly and moved forward a great deal. A new level of recognition of having what you want and of success in every area can come about for you if you allow it. You are reaching a new horizon in your life. As you do, you will know that other horizons will spring up before you, and that this movement forward in recognizing both yourself and your gifts of success, and your natural gifts of success. Receiving this as a gift for yourself is to receive it as a gift for those around you. As a gift principle, as you succeed, you give these people your permission for success. If you receive this card today, it means everything is coming your way. Any blocks which are presenting themselves to you are doing so because either there is something for you to learn in order to increase your success, or there is a certain fear of letting go of control which stops your natural success. When you ski, you don't control the mountain, you go with its flow. In the same way, you just allow success. It is neither giving up nor trying to make it all happen your way. The best way for success to happen is imminent. So be open to this gift today. Success is really an attitude and a choice. And the more you share it with others, the more it is reinforced in you. Receive success today as a gift. Your giving of yourself has naturally succeeded. Now is the time to reap the reward. Enjoy your success. Share it with those around you. Be ready as the next horizon appears. All right, and then we'll look at our lovely actuality card. And they're running to, we have a male and female figure running to each other on the beach. And so to me as well, your masculine and feminine are have been like really renewed, both sides of yourself within. Yeah. And since they are both naked in the card, that just adds to the level of authenticity, or it speaks to the level of authenticity that you will be embodying moving forward. Yep, so the key concept for this card is a new level of vitality, naturalness, love, communication, and connection. Actuality as a gift card is about an expression of love and communication. It means a whole new emphasis of connection with your partner. If it is about yourself, it speaks to a new level of acceptance and admittance of your sensual energy. This will give you a new expression in sensuality and naturally add to your vitality, attractiveness, and flow. It will bring a natural charisma and connection between you and your partner, or between you and those around you. True joining in the act creates healing and love. Receiving the sensuality, I'll just say card, suggests a new level of sensuality, innocence, expression, naturalness in connection to the act, to yourself, and to others. Not only does it mean that this could be your lucky night, sorry, I'm so childlike sometimes, but also that your enjoyment of life is certainly on the increase. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad for that for you guys. This card is both sweet and sassy. It doesn't necessarily mean the act, but it does mean a new richness and naturalness for yourself in life generally, and in joining with your partner. If you don't have a partner at present, this card means you will have a level of openness towards a new one. If there's a major block in this response to it, then the block represents a form of control and your fear of your sensuality. Owning your sensuality as a natural gift increases your confidence, play, and irresistibility. This card, joined with integrity, brings a strong leadership element into your life and into the lives of those around you. Okay, I felt it was very important to read those out. Yes, I feel this speaks for itself. I feel this speaks for itself very strongly. Yeah, feel free to rewatch and re-listen to those sections again. For now, I am going to move on to tarot. All right, so starting with the Tarot of the Divine, we are going to... Hold on, I'm just moving some stuff out of the way. I probably should have done it before I hit record, but nonetheless, we're going to get some information on what happened, basically. Just get a bit more confirmation and clarification, and then the next deck will be the clarifiers on their karma for what has happened, so you can get insight into how energy is balanced out and transmuted through cosmic law and order justice, basically. That's the vibe. Okay, so we have Two of Cups. This makes sense. So most likely, all right, so no matter whether this interaction was romantic or not, there was definitely a deep love and a deep connection shared. And that's why the effect of this has been so intense. And I'm not surprised with the sensuality card coming out. Yeah. Okay. Let's get some more. And what happened to my pile number ones? The Devil. God, I nearly blew out the candle there. Did you see that? Even with its like, wow. Yeah. Okay. Immediately I'm getting, for those of you that resonate with like entity attachments, I feel like the person you were in connection with, they probably did not have good or good enough, or just even any at all spiritual hygiene, and so it allowed for certain things to and even if you don't believe in like entities doing it, like it allowed for, like, let's just say, darker aspects of themselves to come through. Like the connection was so deep that it triggered and ignited a darkness within them, and they allowed themselves to be controlled by it. If you look, there's a bunch of like unalived bodies. I have to censor myself for YouTube down at the bottom. This person, I do believe they have done what they did before. They've done this to others in their life. But, you know, actually, I really feel like the buck stops here with you. You're the one that's transforming this, because you see it's a fiery serpent here. So that's actually Kundalini too. But with the Phoenix here, this is like, and it's right underneath. So it's the complete dissolution of this energy. It's a complete transformation. You might be going through a Kundalini awakening yourself because of this. It might have like triggered something so deeply in you. So that is huge rising of personal power in the world that is coming to you from this. But yes, how they treated you, like I feel very strongly this was quite one might say it was very malicious, very nefarious treatment, very deliberate attack on who you are. I'm feeling like very dark triad techniques employed, like gaslighting, very much ABUS if you get my drift, but very very cold. Even though there's fire there, it comes from this like rage that's like burning deep within them. And they would take it out on you. Oh my God, this is very, very dark energy that you have been up against, and that's why you are getting such beautiful rewards for transmuting this pain into power. You've had to look into the eyes of EVIL, okay? And it's not to say that this isn't to demonize your person or like whoever this was that you were interacting with. Because honestly, I can see that they did love you in whatever way they were able to, whatever way they were capable, but there is just something in them that got awakened and triggered. And again, like this is something they've done before, so it is a pattern of behavior. Okay, I'm gonna get more cards. Just keep going. This could have really been very shocking as well, this shift. I could say like it could have been like you felt like you were just completely on the same page one day, and the next suddenly you were facing down like, you know, Sauron or something from like freaking Lord of the Rings. You're just like, what is this? Like, what is this? And it's because it's not like, yeah, they literally, they kind of showed you their true face, but now they're being transformed, and it's being, I really see like the way it's on, this snake is on fire, like they're being completely destroyed by this higher spiritual energy, like that dark and dense and negative aspect of them. So hopefully they can come through that and become like a safe person to be around, basically. Yeah, let's just keep going. I'm gonna get 2 more cards about thereabouts. Whew. Oh my God, I saw this card in my freaking third eye. Oh my freaking God. I see, when I picked this deck, I was like, I bet this card comes out, the 10 of Swords in this deck. This is about extreme betrayal. In the story of this card, this is actually the father betraying his daughter. Oh my God. I am so sorry for you having to go through this. So in fact, this actually, for some of you, this was a romantic partner, or what you thought was a romantic partner until they showed this side of them. This could have been a parental figure, or someone you looked to as like someone you trusted. But either way, you did trust them, you did love them, and twistedly, there is a part of them that does and did love you. But unfortunately, this side of them was stronger. It's very primal. This is very ancient, this energy. Like, so it's a big deal that this is getting transmuted now. And with the 10 of Swords, like, this is it. This is final. Yeah, look, the Tower's on the bottom right now. Yeah, this is massive. Yeah, the karma for this is going to be quite insane, because this is like a huge, this is like some of the deepest levels of betrayal that you can reach. I'm not going to lie, this is very, very intense. Okay, just get one more card, I think, and then we shall move on. Oh, 2. I'm gonna take them. All right, 4 of Swords on the bottom, and this shows Fenrir the wolf like trapped. So you could have felt very, very trapped and unable to do anything. And I will tell you immediately, I'm getting the message that this is what's happening to them now. They are trapped, and look, they can't spread any more lies. I feel like they tried to like talk smack on you, and see the sword going through the mouth. Like, yeah, they were stopped. The universe let them know that that's not what's up. Okay, because see, actually, like the way this is glowing, this like rope around, it's reminding me of for some reason Wonder Woman's lasso of truth. So it's like they cannot speak. Thou shalt, oh my gosh, I heard that thou shalt not lie. Oh my God, this is so intense, guys. This is very, very intense. This person's gone way too far. Whatever they've done is extremely heinous. Ooh, okay, and the 2 cards that came out, Death and the High Priestess. Yeah, and look, she's like pulling back to see this is about the end of innocence. So this, yeah, this was a betrayal of your purity and your innocence. And with the High Priestess, like I said, they knew what they were doing. The High Priestess here as well, this is like a new level of awareness and deep understanding, deep knowing, deep wisdom, deep... it is linked to psychic abilities, this card. So you will be getting spiritual upgrades all round for coming through this, because I mean this is like actually insane. I'm gonna have to move these up because there's not enough room. And before I move on to the clarifiers, which will say their karma for these, I mean, I want to swear, these freaking heinous actions that they've done. Like I'm honestly like I was nearly crying there. Like look at this right in the middle. Oh my god, this is so freaking intense. I mean, this was a very, very dark individual, definitely dark triad, like hot damn. Okay, just check the little, because they've only got little like tiny little sections on them, so I think reading them will add extra clarity and clarification for the set here. Okay, let's do it. Okay. We have to bring some levity in somewhere, guys, because this is insane. Okay. The Two of Cups is an ideal relationship that still faces difficulties. Gilgamesh was a tyrant until Enkidu was created for him, to be his equal in every way. Though their initial meeting was rocky, they came to love each other very much, as opposites who complete each other. Yep, so... Actually, I'm getting the message from that. Because see, like, opposites who complete each other. Yes, certain aspects of yourself were meant to be met to be transmuted in this life. I want to say, like, you are one of, like, one. Like, you really are, like... I feel like there was no other soul up to the task of facing this entity, this energy within them. Most people would not make it through this. Most souls would be like destroyed. Most souls would not be able to like rise from the ashes of this. So I need to give you major props in the fact you're coming out. Like I feel like this is you at the end. Like they know you know. Like that's almost like you looking back at them. Like you know them now truly, and now you are getting to elevate beyond this. 2-2 at the end. See there, 2 and 2. Yeah, there's a great balance that's coming to you for this. And there's just amazing gifts coming to you for this. Like, your karma is immensely good coming out of this. Okay. All right, let me see. The Devil. And this is the name of it from the entity that's pictured. It's from Brazilian mythology, so you might want to look that up for extra confirmation. And it says, the devil gives into the ego, lusting for unnecessary or harmful things, unwilling to leave negative situations. It is a dragon sitting upon a pile of gold it does not need, a person setting the forest on fire for their own gain. Yeah, that's... They gave into these dark impulses, to this like dark energy within them, and they chose that. They really did knowingly choose this. Okay. 10 of Swords. This is from Canada, from Inuit mythology. Apologies if I pronounced that wrong. The 10 of Swords represents backstabbing and betrayal. Sedna's father pushes her from his kayak and chops off her fingers when she tries to cling to his boat. She sinks to the bottom of the ocean and becomes consumed with wrath, eternally seeking revenge. See, this is what is actually being transformed in you now, because this might have really haunted you. This might have really, like... This might have... Especially that she's going into the waters, and see, like, the High Priestess represents the unconscious, and water represents the unconscious. So, your unconscious and subconscious is being completely cleansed. See, the death is the transformation of this. Okay. I don't want this reading to be too long, so I really need to move it. I've got 2 other piles to do after this, can you believe it? Though it did mention the dragon, so if you guys want to check out the dragon pile, feel free. Hot damn. Okay. White Bear King Valimon. This is from Norway, this tale. Death is a huge upheaval, potentially representing the death of one way of life and the start of a new one. Life changes irrevocably, and there is no way to go back. Change is necessary. The death of childhood is important in order to grow up. See, that's what I feel like going into this. Like, you go from this, like, scared young girl, no matter your gender, and then you move into this, like, powerful high priestess, deep knowing energy. Yes, you'll be able to look upon these types of figures without fear now, because you know how to protect yourself, and you know what's up, basically. Okay. Now the High Priestess, that's Sherazade, by the way, with her 1,000 Tales. The High Priestess is the keeper of vast knowledge. With a story for every situation, Sherazade asks the listener to focus on what their subconscious tells them. Yeah, and you had the unconscious card come out. Yep, that was triggered. Encouraging, my goodness, encouraging them to form their own conclusions. Her power is vast, yet subtle. Her answers always mysterious. All right, guys. I'm going to get clarifiers on the karma for this crazy, heinous, freaking act. Okay. Or like acts, or just like interactions. You get the deal. Alrighty, guys. We are drawing from the Sacred Web Tarot for their karma for what went down here. This tarot was made, it was drawn, the guy that drew it, he did so after suffering a traumatic brain injury, so he indeed had to go through his own Phoenix moment to like come through and regain himself. So this wasn't a very intensely traumatic deep level of betrayal that you've gone through, but again, the transformation that will be coming from it, yeah, honestly, I see you having immense power and wisdom from this interaction, or from this whole situation. You will be able to completely transmute and elevate in all your desired ways, because look how she's surrounded by opulence and riches. Yeah, I feel like you'll be very well taken care of. And look, before I go, she's holding the book. That's like the book that came out from your unconscious story. See, it's no longer unconscious. You're aware, and you're able to shift your story and to shift your life in all your desired ways. And that's why you're getting the sensuality and the success coming to you, and a closer connection to divinity, because the High Priestess is very, very close with divinity, of course. All right. Whew, okay. What's the karma? What is their karma? 7, 8 of Cups. Scout of Earth. Okay. So 8 of Cups. I hope that this is visible on camera. I'm sure it is. Okay. So the 8 of Cups, that's you leaving them behind, basically. Yeah, and I see this void here, and look, them being stuck in this bubble, and look, they're not going to be able to see the way the bird is looking at the, I'll just show you, just in case. I'm sure it will be on camera, but I just want to make sure. The bird's looking up, and it ends up looking at the devil, so they cannot avoid seeing themselves and the truth of who they are. They are being forced to witness this. Holy heck, are they being forced to witness it, man? They're being forced to come face to face with just the level of their actions, and what they've become, what they've let themselves become, what they chose, and how they chose to treat beautiful people around them. And knowing, like, because see, it's in a void space, this bird, and it's surrounded by this bubble, so it's like I see them being very much stuck in their emotions, stuck in their head, because the 8 of Cups talks about needing to move on, like, and I see you having moved on, completely clear. Wow, it's amazing, actually. Look at the way that this, so you are actually like able to look to the future and move on and completely transform, but they are stuck. They're not able to take flight the same way you are. until they fully face up to what they've done, and they stop. They needed to take accountability, because I see this like blue around the head. It's like their excuses, like, oh, but you know, I went through stuff in the past, or you know, like I've had a hard time or whatever. And it's like, yeah, well, you know, who else has had a hard time? Pretty much everyone here on Earth, but not everyone decides to turn into an absolutely nefarious and malicious, like, evil being because of it, and then try and blame them. It's like, you're the one cutting off the other person's fingers. Like, you're gonna blame them, be like, oh, I had trauma as a child, like, sorry daughter, just like like, don't, you can't be mad at me, I had trauma. Like, no, like, until they like fully recognize this, they will not be able to move on until they face up to their actions and really do that. The spirit's not going to let them move on from this void. They have to emotionally face what they've done and process it. Scout of Earth here, that is the Knight of Pentacles equivalent. See this coming under here. Oh, and see the way that, oh my gosh. So I'm seeing like the hand of God. This is very much giving Tower energy to me, more than like Knight of Pentacles though. Like, oh yes, they're nasty actions. They're seeing the effects hit their world in a very strong way. See the ripple effect, because see, it's like the ripples of the water too there. They cannot escape the mirror, basically. They cannot help but see, they see the karma. They are being forced to understand, like, just how their actions affect others, and if they keep choosing this, like, just how much this will affect their whole world, basically, their whole way of being. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, let's keep going. Whew. If this is resonating, guys, give me a like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you want, because this is very heavy energy, very heavy reading, but I did feel called to do it. So I just hope if it helps in any way, please do let me know. If it brings any good stuff to you, I would love to know. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah, look, we have the moon at the bottom. See that the High Priestess is like linked to the moon energy. Okay. But yeah, this links to this whole stuff being, this is very subconscious for both of you. This is bringing out like the deepest parts of your souls to the light, the full moon here. Either you or them might have Pisces or Cancer placements, I have to say, and Scorpio. So all the water signs are actually really highlighted here. Yeah, the Death card and this here. Capricorn might actually also be there too with the Devil card. All right, just let me take that in. Get that up there. What cards have we got? Source of Water. That is Queen of Water. Oh my God, look at that. Like the fingers, the way it's so highlighted. And that's interesting. So if you watched my last reading, you might have picked the Dipper pile, the first pile 1 in my What Are People Realizing About You, because blue blood came up in that as well. And you see how it goes from red to blue. This to me is like your spiritual rank being like raised from going through such intensity, such craziness, basically. So it's like spiritual royalty is what I'm hearing, you know. You've really been elevated spiritually through this, and they are being like, you see the way like the hands going like, they're being like demoted, like denial. I heard the sharks from Finding Nemo, denial, and then like yeah, there's like, I feel like there's like a group of like sharks around them, like not necessarily bad, but like that energy of like that fierceness, and they're even if it's like spirit guides, they're being forced, like, no more denial, no more denial. They cannot live in denial of who and what they are and what they've become, because it needs to be transmuted now. Gosh, or their life's just going to keep going down and down the drain. I don't wish that on anyone, man. I do not wish that on anyone, but like, I have to, if you're colluding with this type of energy, if you're letting this type of energy run your life, you cannot be surprised. But yes, anyway, and I see how her fingers got cut off. You were getting restored as well. This is like this is a huge healing that's coming to you from it. I feel like they will see you heal and elevate as well. Like, it'll be unmistakable. First we have 4 of Pentacles here with the little frog. Transformation. Yes. So the transformation happening to you is bringing you a lot more stability. So you're getting more stability from this. And enlightenment with this lotus here. Very cute. And see, actually, I've never noticed, but there's little mushrooms going around these yin yangs. So that is mind expansion as well for you there. That actually goes very well with the Dipper pile in my last reading too. So definitely check that out if you feel called. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I was actually thinking that they'll be in lack. Yeah. Because that's like the card of lack, and see you sitting in abundance while they're like down here scavenging. But yeah, see, look how it's like they're being forced to come into enlightenment about who they are and how they've been. Yeah, that is definitely happening. Like, because you see this rat has got this golden light around it. It's like it's staring, and it's like, yeah. Wow. Yeah, this has been very, very powerful. You are definitely elevating big time from this. You're healing old wounds. Yeah, everything is getting restored for you. And the person that you that was betrayed, they will be kept in this space until they can come to, they will be kept in this space, like this void, until they can come into an awareness and acceptance of what about them needs to change in order for them to, I don't know, be a decent being on the planet, basically. Okay, so now I'm going to pull a final oracle card just for some any final confirmations, just to wrap the reading up. All right, so I'm getting a card from the Oracle of Shapeshifters. And funny, see, you got this little frog here. You've got the frogs on the back. Very cool. Yeah, and the frogs with wings, like, just showing even more how you're elevating and transforming from this. You'll not be touched by the same things again, I will say. Like, you are, like, protected. Yeah, you had to see the truth of this person too. Yeah, you had to see the truth of their soul, basically. Like, this goes so deep. Like, this person is sick at the soul level, because you can't not be to be acting and treating others in this way. But yeah, karma, like, rest assured, karma is very intense, and it's going all throughout all aspects of their world and their life, and they are forced to see how you elevate and become better, in spite of them trying to basically destroy you. Okay. Just a card to wrap everything up. Any final confirmations? Anything left to... Oh, okay, okay. Oh my gosh, how perfect. Okay. So on the bottom, we have Alice in the Sea of Tears. Cast away, feeling out of your depth, feeling abandoned. So this is the energy you've come through. And look, the crab. Matches up perfectly with the moon card here. See, like, you've come through the dark. And look, the rat's even there too. That's so interesting. So that's how you're being elevated out of this space, because you are integrating what you need to from the unconscious and the subconscious to become this high priestess figure here. No matter your gender, all right? No matter how you identify. But the real card, the real treasure here. Little Red Riding Hood, I am not a victim. Card number 3. Yeah. You are learning how to handle yourself in the world. In this world, there are predators that lurk. See, the wolf is a teacher here, so this has been like one of the hardest lessons you can learn about how certain people will look to exploit and be a predator to others. But this is about you never having to be a victim again. Oh my goodness, that's how true it is. But you see the red, she's wearing the red, and it matches up with the phoenix, and that's the root chakra. So your sense of safety in the world was highly affected. So grounding is very important for you. Yes, so I will read from the book for you for this one. Definitely check out the wolf as well for spirit animals. Okay. Little Red Riding Hood, I am not a victim. You are changing the way you view yourself and speaking up and out. Others see you as an advocate for justice and fair play. You defend others by being who you are, simply by refusing to hide away or be fearful. By waking up every day despite hardships, you are showing so many the ways to live. You have made friends with your strength, and while people have mistaken you for a pushover, you know when the time comes that you are a strong person who cannot be stopped. Like a wolf, you have fur and claws, and brothers and sisters who will help you if you only so much as call on their energy. Wow, that links to the moon as well, the wolf with the moon. But to find them, you must connect with that wolf within. It is time to travel on a new path, crossing a wood that seems empty and cold, but you will not be alone or as helpless as others seem to think you will be. You are not prey. You will have strong and unconventional allies, and you will travel at night, across lands, and all will be magical. You have strong allies around you now, but most to the spirit of the wolf, but connect most to the spirit of the wolf. The wolf knows how to run with the pack and how to stand alone. Like the wolf, you must be prepared to defend yourself, even if it means facing a fight. There is a time to stand your ground and face the enemy. The time has come, brave one. See, this is what you've done though, because see, like, that's like, I see this, the high priestess just staring them down. It's like they started off like this, and then they end up this little rat. They're this little rat at your feet. And you're just like, wow, look at you. You're nothing to me. Like, wow, whoa, the power radiating from you. Amazing. Little Red Riding Hood speaks. Once I was hunted. I do not hunt in return, but now I watch. And I am strong. I am myself, and I am proud of who I am. No one can harm me now that I have this knowledge. And with my mystic familiar, my lone wolf by my side, I continue to walk my path. While I have lost some of my innocence, and that's what this death card is about here, I have my life, my strength, my voice, and my ability to stay myself no matter what others do or say. I will not be a victim. I am not a victim. I am alive. I will never give myself up to their chase. I will stand clear and strong, and I will know that the path I take through life's dark forest will be one I walk with courage and the protection of my unshakable companion. I will flourish, and I will never give up. Divination. Once you were mistreated, it is true. Once you retreated, that is also true. No more. Now you are strong, and you are not the sum total of a bad experience. Thank the gift the hunter has given you. It is now time to mend fences and borderlines, take self-defense classes, and be sure that the entry points of your home are strong and secure. On an energetic level, take responsibility. Do not allow people re-entry once they have violated a sacred threshold. You are the person who must maintain, protect, secure, and readjust your boundaries. No other is responsible. Take a stand, because it is now time to be firm and decisive. No backing down. Someone stands with you. You do not face this alone. Wow. Well, Phoenix Pile, I hope that hit and covered everything. I feel like that was huge, honestly. So many blessings and so much love to you. If you made it all the way through, please leave me a wolf emoji in the comments. And yeah, I hope I see you in another video. I hope you stick around. There are amazing, beautiful things ahead for you now that you've grown from this. Look at her. She's so confident, so beautiful, and so powerful. Alrighty. All the best. So much love. Alrighty. Hello, Pile 2. Ghost Pile. So, what is their karma? Alrighty. So, immediately with you, Pile number 2, you pick the ghost. They are haunted. They are haunted by their past actions, and I think they literally might have weird paranormal things happening in their house. Either that, or they think there is something paranormal. It could be something completely mundane in 3D, but because of their past actions, or they feel like it's making them paranoid. Whether they're truly being haunted or not, I feel like they feel things get a bit spooky for them at night, and especially on full moons. Yes, so, and they're definitely haunted by, if you have cut them out, which I highly suggest, but I feel like you have, if you've picked this pile, they are haunted by your absence. Yeah, they really are haunted by the things they've done as well. Yeah, I feel like all their fears, their worst fears, are coming up to the light through the subconscious. Because I feel like if you pick this pile, that might have been something they did to you. They made some of your worst fears a reality, or brought them into the light and exploited them in some way. So yeah. All right. So, I am going to start with the Chuck Spezzano deck. It's the Enlightenment pack. We have the shadow half here, and we have the light half. And so, from the shadow half, we are going to see what wound was triggered or created through this. And then we'll see from the light half what blessings and elevation is coming to you for overcoming it. Yeah, just realized it's upside down. There you go. So let's do it. All right. So what wound was triggered by the person or people? Yeah, that pile 2, the ghost pile, is looking into. What wound was triggered? Oh, that was very fast. And that is a relationship card. Okay, let's see. Roles, relationship. Yes. Oh my goodness. Meaninglessness, unconscious on the bottom. Yeah, so this person made you feel like you were absolutely meaningless. Yeah, they made you feel like there was no point to life. God damn, that's heavy. But you do, I want to say, you do have angelic and spiritual assistance that's helping to direct you back to life being good again. Yeah, with roles, they reduced you. So if you were, no matter what relationship you were in with them, so say if this was someone you were in a partnership with, then they reduced you to boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife, and they just expected you to fulfill those roles and abandon yourself completely to just be this like cardboard cutout, like getting Stepford wife from this. Yeah. And if it was a family member, like they expected you to like, yeah, if like be mother, be oh god, even friends might have expected you to be mother to them. Oh my god, ew. These people were just expecting you to give. And see, I'm really getting like the mother imagery here, because like you might have strong Cancer placements, those of you who chose this pile. Because people can be so entitled when it comes to the mother energy, and you know Cancer represents the mother. But whether or not you have those strong placements, it doesn't matter. This will still apply. They expected you to give and give and give, and to just be like, just be there, just give them, just support them, and never mind whatever you're going through, never mind whatever like is going on with it. Like, they literally, like, they didn't care about you. They only cared about what you could give them and how you could act to support their life and like their own story. Like, they completely had no regard for you as a person. Truly, they just weren't seeing you as a real person, and that's why they're haunted by your absence now, because they can't get you anywhere. Wow, okay. Yeah, see, like, this is like the difference between you two as well. You see this? This is what's visiting them, and this is what's visiting you. This is like, look, it's even like the same trees. Holy heck. So now, like, I'll tell you, part of their karma is that they are feeling this now. And they're being met with like the ghosts of their past in this wasteland, whereas you are being met with angelic support, spirit guides, like ancestors, elevated ancestors that are helping to lead you back to life being good again. I'm seeing these two trees like a portal. You like step through and you're in a new land. Look at all the skulls on the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, you've had to go through, I think, some ego deaths because of this. It's really made you question who you are. My God. Okay. I'll just quickly check the book for this one, like, just in case there's anything extra confirmation. I feel like I covered it, but this is very intense. So let's see. Rolls. Oh. This person might have been extremely rude about your body, and it's making me so, I'm feeling so mad. Like, someone might have made you, I think they picked away at you. I think they yeah, it's giving very narcissistic. ABUSE. Okay, that's what I'm feeling from this. God, yeah. Okay, so for roles, it says here, living in compensation by rules and duties, doing without receiving inauthentic helping. Adopting roles is the #1 cause of burnout and the second greatest dynamic for stress. Every role proves, in quotation marks, something about you, which is frequently the opposite of what you really believe about yourself. Where there is any difficulty in your life, it's a sign that you're living your life in roles rather than with true contact, communication, or authenticity. Under every role, there are feelings of guilt, sacrifice, weariness, and being stuck. Underneath these are feelings of failure. And buried underneath all of these are death temptations. See, that's all those skulls. They literally made you want to exit this world. I'm so freaking sorry for what you've gone through. You are being led to greener pastures now. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, I'm really feeling it. Okay. You know, I was actually going to say as well, before I continue reading, that even before I started, like, pile 1 was actually super intense. I've still to do pile 3, but I really thought, like, karma for this pile, the person who hurt you, I felt like theirs was going to be some of the most intense karma, because they were the ghost. They're stuck in the middle. They're under the spotlight, and there's a dragon on one side and a phoenix on the other, and they're both facing them. And like, so they're being blasted with fire, sacred fire on either side for complete transmutation. And they're having to face up to everything that they've done. There's no escaping it for them. Like, there's literally nothing around them. They're in this wasteland. Because that's what they did to you. That's what you get. Like, so sorry. I have to transmute this. I got so mad. I could feel how they were speaking to you and stuff, and it just, oh my gosh, it enraged me. Like, this is what happens. Consequences, cause and effect, the law of cause and effect. You put others in this place, where are you going to get put? Right in there, man. All right. Deadness in one's life is a sure sign that roles are present. The deadness is created because there is only doing and no giving of oneself. So there's no receiving or refreshment. Roles are a defense we use to protect ourselves from feelings of heartbreak, guilt, failure, or even the overwhelming feeling we will die from pain. Thus, a role is a compensation for mistaken beliefs about ourselves which are painful or problematic. So, we present ourselves in a way which is opposite to these beliefs and which gains the approval of significant others. Initially, we give up who we really are to a mistaken belief and then to being good in quotation marks, or in some cases, bad, and finally to being quote unquote useful, practical, or hard workers. The problem is that you don't receive the rewards for any of this. That goes to the role itself, to the proving that you are a good person. We don't receive because in the doing, there is no true giving of oneself. Thus, we close down our horizons and swiftly lose our energy, reaching places of feeling old, worn out, and exhausted. This in turn leads to burnout. A role is doing the right thing, but for the wrong reason. It is like wearing a suit of armour that is meant to protect us, but which actually also blocks any nourishment reaching us. Everyone has roles. The three major ones are dependence, independence, and sacrifice, and these all spring from all the others. A role based on grievances and feelings that someone didn't do it right by you. A role can be a reasonable facsimile of success, but without the inner substance. This is why someone caught in a role feels like a fraud. And see, this is actually whoever you are visiting this reading about, that's what they are stuck in. So even if it looks like they are doing well, know that they're in a freaking wasteland, and that, like, I think you know that everything about them's fake because you had to deal with them. You had to deal with the truth of them, and they tried to put you in this little box that would make them comfortable, because even though they oh my gosh, I just really feel like you're a really beautiful person. You're really unique and talented. So it's like, I'm seeing Spirit, the stallion from that movie, the DreamWorks movie. And, they want to, like, that's like you get those, like, people that are like, they want to break the spirit of the stallion so that they can say, like, yeah, I did that. I broke that, like, wild and free thing, and now it's mine. It's under my control. That's the vibe I'm getting from them. And that's, like, they are now stuck in this, like, hollow, empty wasteland, filling, like, a role that does nothing for them because they cannot receive, because they're not authentic. They're not true to who they are. Okay. If you receive the roles card today, you're being asked to look at areas where you're doing things by recipe or because of oh my gosh, this person really affected your voice and, like, how you speak, because some of these words are coming out, like, almost stuttering or, like, differently. They might have, like, really made fun of your speech. They might have tried to, like, oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, they really wanted to, like, just destroy every part of you. My God. And it's a reflection of, like, who they are and what they're feeling inside. Okay, and now they don't have you to distract them from that. So just imagine what that must be like. Okay. Every choice you make allows you to give yourself and thus to receive. You're being asked to live your life with commitment and truth and deal yourself back into the game of life. With roles, for the most part, you deal yourself back... Oh, wait a minute, sorry. You deal everyone else a winning hand, but don't even deal yourself into the game. Forgiveness is another way which would free you from the compensation which produces no reward. A role becomes a block against grace reaching you. Commitment or giving yourself fully would resolve this. Okay, so my advice here, I'm getting, please do meditations to help free you from any of these feelings, like meditations that focus on gratitude and finding that space within you, like chakra balancing and everything, stuff that will tune you back into the truth of who you are, and you will naturally start to feel better, and you'll naturally get directed over here, because you have, like, your spirit team is wanting to help you to reach to restore yourself after this, because I'm sure people watching this are at different stages, but if you don't feel like it now, I'm sure you felt at some point like just a hollow shell, just completely... My God, it's really intense. I'm so sorry that you went through this, but trust and believe there is a beautiful life ahead for you. Like, there's so much available to you. But yeah, it's just take it day by day and keep tuning into yourself, because you need to that's it. Meditation's on receiving. You need to receive. You need to be nurtured. You need that. Like, you need life to pour into you. And so that's like the type of meditations you can focus on that. And the more you tune into yourself, you are pouring into yourself, and life will reflect that back to you, and you will leave the wasteland. And then guess who's left there on their own? I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my shadow side. All right. Now we're going to get the blessings, the wonderful, gorgeous things coming to you for transmuting this and coming into your power after all this. All right. So blessings coming to my pile too, the ghost pile after dealing with this. That came out very fast. And I'll tell you straight away, the white, this is a grace card. This is one of the highest cards in the deck. Child of God, grace. Look how I was telling you, your spirit team wants to take you away from this like horrible wasteland imprisonment you've been in. Yeah, trust me, all you have to do is tune into yourself with these meditations and connect to spirit, connect to gratitude, connect to receiving, and you will naturally be transported, because look, they have like a really bright aura around them. Though, like, oh, you are going to be more beautiful and happy than ever. You will find yourself from coming through this. Truly, you will be just you're just going to be such an elevated version of yourself. This is just such a gorgeous card. I'm so excited to read the passage from it for you. Look at that, look at that. That freaking tree is back there. Don't know why I whispered that. And love, true love, grace, another grace card. So some of the highest things of life, the most wonderful experiences are coming to you for having to go through this absolute torture that you did go through. And I'm so sorry you went through that, but look at these gorgeous things coming to you. See, you're being lifted out the wasteland, and then you're brought into this just utterly gorgeous place. You're just surrounded by love and people who are true. You know, they're not like hollow shells that are just masquerading as people. No, these are real, like, spirit family, real people who will pour into you and love you for who you truly are, and they're not going to expect you to just be some cardboard cutout that supports them and does nothing for yourself. No, they want what's best for you, and they want you to have the best life as well. All right, let's read the Child of God. I'm very excited for this for you guys. Child of God, recognizing our divine heritage, Christ child, Buddha child, etc. Being created by God in whatever form you understand them to be, we are children of God, because God, Spirit, the universe, the Most High, you know, whatever you believe. Were we to recognize this, there is nothing we would not be given. Imagine the best mother or father in the world and how much they would give their children, both by what they do and by who they are. Imagine how much more is being offered to you today. The answers to all your problems, release from any bondage, and an openness to all good things. This is who you are. This is what you deserve. Receiving this card today means you're being asked to be open both to your inheritance and to your destiny. As a child of God, you are called to greatness and to all good things. If any trap seems in your way today, just state sincerely, I am a child of God. This problem is not God's will for me. What God would want for me is blank. And listen for what comes through. And of course, you don't have to use the word God. You can use spirit, you can use Most High, you can say universe, you can say your higher self. Any of these things, whatever feels best for you. And this will allow true love and grace of all kinds to flow into your life, and you will be elevated because you'll shift your energy, because you were once you were stuck in this like horrible dense place. But as you tune into yourself, like, meditation is so important for this pile, because you see the light around that just elevates you so much, and it changes your frequency. And so as above so below, as you shift frequency, you and the frequency is higher, so that's above. The outer, the below world, the 3D, your surroundings must reflect that. And so that's like the natural movement. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the tarot, and we're going to see what happened and then I'll get tarot's clarifiers for further clarifiers on their karma. And then in the end, we'll wrap up with a little oracle card. All right, so I'll see you there. Alrighty, pile 2. So we're using the vice versa tarot. Unfortunately, I may need to censor some of these cards. Hopefully not. But yeah, we'll see. Let's get some clarification on what happened. And as I was doing pile 1, like certain karma messages already came through. So, all right, oh, okay. So immediately the 7 of Swords came out. So yeah, this person, lying, sneaky, backstabber, betrayal energy, they were playing behind your back the whole time. And I'm so sorry to tell you that, but they had nefarious energy going into it. They wanted to use you. They wanted to gain from you, and they wanted to take away any weapons you had to fight back. They wanted you powerless to them, and they didn't want you to know that they came under, they were fake. They came smiling in your face, and then they were like plotting behind your back. Yeah, very nefarious. That's all I'll say for that. Okay, keep going. Okay. So Queen of Swords just fell out in reverse. I'm going to keep it that way. Yeah, they didn't want you to see the truth of them. They didn't want you to be able to tune into your intuition, because see here with the crystals, that shows her being, the Queen of Swords being rooted and grounded. So they didn't want you to be stable or secure or to be able to see things clearly at all. And so they did a lot behind your back. I think they talked about you behind your back to many people. We have these two came out as well. The Page of Cups and the Emperor here. Yeah. Okay. So we have the High Priestess on the bottom on this side, and then we have the Four of Wands here. So you're going to true happiness. See, it's like the portal I was talking about with the 2 trees. You're going to a place that's truly peaceful, with true companionship. That's what's ahead for you. It's made you reflect deeply and come to a deep knowing and wisdom within yourself from coming through this. Okay, where shall I put these guys? I think I'll put them over here. Okay. But yeah, with this Page of Cups here, see how everything's like facing away and you can't see his eyes? Like, you were just left in like such a void space. Like, you really had to figure everything out on your own. That's why I'm so glad to see this on the bottom. Like, this is what is shifted for you. It's a shame because I really feel like you thought you'd found a true partner or a true soulmate or something here, and they just completely weren't. But there is like true peace ahead for you with the Dove here. But yeah, anyway, with the Emperor here, yeah, the bad side of the Emperor, dominating, controlling, just, oh, the horrible controlling. But look, you see the fire down here? Like, yeah, I'm going to tell you right now something, they're not aware of something that is currently catching fire in their life. So like something is actually like starting to burn up and they're not going to notice until it's too late. I don't know if it's a job or living situation or a relationship in their life or something, but something is catching fire and they're not going to be able to catch it until it's too late, like I said. See here, with this Page of Cups, I feel like this represents you. Like, you came in innocent. You came in loving. Like, you just wanted to offer like something real. But see with the sea turtle down here, sea turtle is definitely an animal spirit for you to look up, so that to help you understand, like, the sea turtle will help guide you out into this new lovely area of life ahead. But this is a deep wisdom that's come to you from this. You're no longer naive in the ways you once were. You're integrating this wisdom now, and your boundaries as well. You have much better boundaries. You'll be much more protected going through. And see the fish as well. Fish is abundance and luck. So I feel like there is like abundance and luck coming to you as well as you come out of this. yes, basically this was extremely uneven power dynamic. They were extremely controlling and cold towards you and calculating, and they definitely tried to spread rumors and lies about you behind your back. I think they tried to smear campaign you after all this was done. But yeah, it's not going to work. It's only going to reflect back on them, because that might actually be like the fire that's spreading now. And I just want to check what this cube is, because I feel like there's a message in that. It's not saying, actually. It's very interesting. Well, I feel like it's some sort of crystal. So I feel like it's some sort of... And see, because it's a cube, it does represent some sort of stability in their life. So I feel like their stability will be greatly affected in ways, in unforeseen ways for them. Oh my gosh, I just heard like Dybbuk box. So yeah, and I said they were being haunted. Yeah, I don't know, like there is definitely something like literally coming to haunt them for what they've done. It might even be like your ancestors, like, you know, they might have like come back to them. Yeah, do like also like along with your other meditations, maybe some like cleansing and cord cutting meditations. If you feel the need, return to sender would also be good. All right, so now I'm going to get clarifiers on this karma happening for you. Alrighty, guys. So we'll be getting clarifiers from the Horror Tarot. I thought that was very appropriate for our little ghosty pal here. Our little ghosty pal. Alrighty. Oh, sorry, I don't know what my voice did there. Okay. Okay. Please, can we clarify the karma for the abusive actions and the controlling and the nefarious, malicious action taken against pile number 2, the ghost pile? Please clarify the karma for their actions. Oh, no, it wants to come out. 4 of Wands, look at that. 4 of Wands on the bottom there. They are reflecting each other. See, this is like, see, like Dance with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight. You did not know what you were getting in for. You thought you had a true, you thought you had a true soulmate, but like, this is like literally like Satan here. Yeah. And so I think part of their karma is that they are now going to think they've found someone that's really, really good for them, but actually it's someone that's like them but worse, and they're going to turn on them. Yep. I hope these are still in the camera. I'm just going to trust that it is. Maybe I can move it over slightly because like the thing will be taken up. Yeah, because like 2 of Cups on the bottom, they're really going to think they've met like a love match, but no, this is someone who's actually predatory. The predator is getting preyed on. Oh dear. Yeah, they're not going to meet anyone like you. They're not meeting anyone who's true or loving or giving or sweet or innocent in any way. They're meeting people who are going to show them what it... They're going to show them the true meaning of the opposite of good. Okay. It's giving pile 1 and like my Phoenix pile, like it's giving the person that they had to deal with that level of like sheer intensity. And I mean, don't get me wrong, because this is absolutely heinous as well in its own right. The way they've treated you was just absolutely disgusting. But like I feel like funnily enough, because they thought you were naive, and maybe you were in some ways, but truly they're naive. Like they were projecting. They cannot see this inside themselves. See, there's stuff that they cannot see about themselves that is going to be their undoing, like completely. They think they've got it all together, but they really don't. They really don't. Okay. Everything's going to crash and burn for them. And I don't wish it. I don't wish it for them. I'm only just saying what I'm saying. It's because you wouldn't expect it either, because this person is so rigid and they have so much. It seems like they have it all together, but yeah, behind the scenes, it's a different story. They're colluding with something they really should not be here. It's really going to bite them in the butt. It's real going to bite them in the butt. They're a darn fool. The Chariot. Oh my gosh. I'm on the highway to hell. Oh, sugar. And you are on the way out. You are saying, sayonara, I'm out. Oh, and look, it's a tree again. It's a tree. You're leaving behind the wasteland. And they are, yeah, they're on their way. Like, honestly, look, the Two of Cups is on the bottom again. So they're definitely making some sort of connection that's dragging them to hell. I heard Drag Me to, like, the film Drag Me to Hell. And that's, like, kind of like the Dybbuk box thing, because it's the curse. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is very spooky, honestly. What's happening to them is actually, like, really spooky. Because this is the sort of energy they've invited in. They've been very dumb about, how they've gone about certain ways of being. Yeah, that's how I'll put it. Page of Pentacles. Look at all this stuff haunting them under their bed. Like, they're not able to sleep at night. My gosh. I feel like they really have no peace. They have no peace in their house. Like, see, you're like elevated, you're moved away, you're on this like plane. Because I feel like this is very, like, astral, like, very dream-like, this one here. So in your dreams, you're, like, processing and healing and moving on. Meanwhile, they can hardly even get to sleep because of all these, like, see these, like, little imps, these, like, little gremlins? Yeah, stuff is definitely very weird in their house. Stuff is, like, going missing. Stuff is moving, like it's very creepy. Like, life is very, very, like, ooh, it's giving me, like, ooh, it's giving me shivers. Because see, look in the bottom, we have a Ouija. Look, they might have messed with one of these. Like, oh, they might have messed with one of these. Even the star card means healing. And see, you're healing. And meanwhile, they're, like, inviting in stuff that's, like, ooh, like, very bad, D-word entities, we'll just say. Wow, yeah, they've really messed with something they shouldn't hear. Oh my god, that's quite something. And we'll get one more card to confirm pile 2's karma. 9 of Wands. Wow, and see, this is giving very, like, it's very Japanese, like, curse, like The Grudge. Oh my gosh, they are so haunted. That's actually so scary. That's actually so scary. What the heck? Well, man, you reap what you sow. I went to swear. You reap what you sow. What's a dog? I'm sorry, I'm just making myself laugh. King of Pentacles. See, this is the reflection of how they treated you, whether you're male or female. They saw themselves as this big Sasquatch, like, character, and, like, you were so helpless. They wanted you, like, helpless. They really just saw you as, like, such a toy in a way, man. They just, again, it's very narcissistic dynamic here. I'm so glad you've escaped. And if you've not, like, got it, no, I really feel like you have, like, already, if you're doing this, but if not, you need to get away. You've got to get away. Okay. But yeah, with the 9 of Wands, this is like firewall. This is protecting you. You might want to do, if you're into spell work, you might want to do a fiery wall of protection. If not, you can just call in Archangel Michael for protection to cut any cords. You definitely want to make sure that this is set for, because, like, trust me, like, the energy that's, like, they're messing with, you don't want any connection. You don't want any part of it. Yeah, very creepy, very, yeah. Oh, okay, because see, this is, like, the sort of thing, like, they might wake up after they've been asleep with, like, scratches on them. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? Yeah, you don't want to have any connection. Like, you want to make sure, like, and for when you go to sleep, just, like, you can even do a little prayer for protection while you're dreaming. if you feel inclined. Just saying, man, anything you can do to like help clean and cleanse and clear this person away out of your energy field, so you can keep moving forward. But the Nine of Wands is like the Wounded Warrior card, and so it is like a firewall. It is about boundaries, and it is about coming out of the battle. Like, you have won. You are a little worse for wear at the minute. You have got a few scars. You've got a few battle scars. You've got some bumps and bruises, but you are triumphant, and you are now free of this person. And yeah, we can leave them to whatever is burning up for them. Okay. What's underneath? Eight of Swords. Yeah, there's no escaping it for this person. They are now going to be trapped in the way that they wanted you to be. All right. So now I am going to get you an oracle card just to close up the reading. Any final clarifications or advice will come through that card. Alrighty, guys. So I'm using the Oracle of Shadows and Light for this pile. And as I pulled it out, Callie is on the bottom. So honestly, she really helped me coming out of a similar situation. Like, she really helped. So playing Kali chants in your house, listening to them, chanting them yourself if you feel comfortable. But she will help you with this. She helps people who have been abused. You get the point. I'm sorry I have to censor myself, but just doing what I need to do for the old YouTube, all right? But yes, I really, like, she's so wonderful. Yeah. So let's get any final advice, confirmation. Just wrap up this reading for pile number 2, the ghost pile. Oh, so you got two piles. You got two cards. This is my favorite card in this deck, the Pink Lotus Fairy and Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch. So it says count your blessings and a time for spirit. So yeah, this goes along with the gratitude meditations. It will help clear out this like horrible fog, and see there's like little pumpkins. Pumpkins represent abundance, and so there's actually a lot of amazing things around you. And as the fog clears, you will see that you have so much going for you. And then the Pink Lotus Fairy is about tuning it into spirit and like elevating yourself. This is so gorgeous. I just love this card so much. It actually says Nirvana twice in the entry for it, so I'll be reading it out for you so you'll hear it. But so I'm like, yes, it's me when I see it. So hopefully I can help you reach a higher awareness and some healing through this reading after what you've had to go through. Because like on the bottom here we have Death and the Maiden, invasion, boundaries, violated, dominance, and this is what you've gone through. Like, you were innocent. Again, whether you're male, female, non-binary, doesn't matter. This is like representing you, and this is representing like this like predatory energy that was like seeking to just take and take and take and take from you. Yes. All right. And now you have overcome this energy, and you'll get to have real connections moving forward. So number 1 and number 43, so 1 and 7. Okay. So, Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch, where are you at? All right, time for reading. Don't we love reading time with Nirvana? All right. Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch, count your blessings. This adorable and forlorn little figure is almost transparent, so still and quiet that you may overlook her, thinking you have just seen a wisp of mist go trailing past, when really, all the time, this little ghost is silently standing before you, gently reminding you of something very important. Isn't that amazing? It's a ghost? Okay, no, sorry. Back to reading. That it soon will be time to harvest again, and the ghost of the harvest missed in the past will come back to haunt you if you do not take your time and look around now at all that is. She's not invisible, and she's always there, a reminder that the seasons turn, that the harvest must be brought in, and that those who stay with the earth a while are not always here to haunt you negatively. They are here to help you till their work is done. This little ghost loves her misty home, adores appearing to you when you have forgotten your blessings and your rights, and appears at exactly the right time in your life when you've nearly forgotten how lucky you are. The ghost of the pumpkin patch speaks. Something that is a blessing is being overlooked. It appears cloaked and seems almost invisible to you. You must stand in your field, that is to say, your life, and look around you and see all that has been given to you again and give thanks for it. You are forgetting how much you truly have and how much you will have again and again. My time is the harvest, and it is now your time to bring in, or harvest, the joy and love that you have so much of and share your abundance. Wow. Divination message. Something precious is all about you, but you've become so familiar you can barely see it anymore. It is such a fixture in your life that familiarity has bred, if not contempt, a kind of blindness. The beautiful little girl ghost in the pumpkin patch asks you, very gently, to see the abundance all around you, and to appreciate that while you are in physical form, there is so much you can enjoy. She wishes for you to harvest what is yours now, and also take steps to call in any debts. There can be outstanding money issues associated with this card, and share the bounty. Do not let anyone cheat you. Yeah, that's that Seven of Swords up there. Know that you don't own a single thing in truth. It will all pass through your hands. But still, ironically, these things you have earned through your hard work are worth protecting. They are not too small. They are not too ordinary. You have more material wealth than you think. So please do count your blessings every day, and that will bring much more to you. That's those gratitude meditations I was talking about. It will help you to it will help lift the veil that this person has put over your eyes, basically, this fog. It will burn it away, and then you'll just see abundance. This is what you'll see after that the fog of everything that's happened burns off. In the light of awareness, in the light of the sun. All right, and my favorite card, or at least one of my favorites. There's so many cool cards in this, but yeah, how could I not? This is I love this card. Let me see, 43. Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit. You may love your guilt-free rants, staying up too late and happily behaving badly, but you're about to balance all that out with some very powerful new spiritual teachings and connections. You are to meet a wise one who seems very still, very slow, and very peaceful. They will be tranquil and serene and immersed in a path that until now has felt too slow or foreign for you. But this teacher, who is represented by the Pink Lotus Fairy, will assist you in finding more of your soul's true wisdom. Within this time of inner discovery, you will commit to disciplined new training in the mental realms, study and physical movement that is unfamiliar to you, all of which helps you to naturally choose thoughts that are empowering and enlivening, yet completely authentic and real. You will learn to be still and to listen to the beat of your heart without giving in to restlessness, or the critical voice inside, or like the cliches the ego loves to trip you up with, or the cliches the ego loves to trip you up with. After you have learned more discipline through peaceful practice of meditation or exercise or mantras, you will nurture yourself more willingly, without guilt, and you will have returned to a place of tranquility, self-love, and peace. You will bring into balance your own shadows and light. Don't worry, you will be happier and more peaceful, but you won't be boring. You could never be. Yeah, I would happily recommend yoga as well. With this, I feel like yoga would be so great for you guys. Yeah, there's amazing yoga videos online. Just see what you're drawn to. I've been enjoying Charlie Follows recently, and my OG yoga person was Yoga with Adriene. She's the one that really got me into yoga. So yeah, but check them out. There's plenty of amazing yoga teachers on there on YouTube if you feel called. The Pink Lotus Fairy speaks. On your journey, on your quest, there are times when it is worth finding that very heavenly place within where the soul of love resides. In this blissful state, this nirvana you'll be nurturing, some new, very enriching and exciting information and guidance will come to you. It would be very helpful for you to take up yoga, Pilates, or physical exercise that has a spiritual practice attached to it in order to cultivate your own inner peace and to receive these messages clearly. I was actually thinking of Qigong as well. I'm wanting to do more of that myself. Yes, so soon a teacher, guide, or mentor will enter your life. When you meet that person, know that they are here to demonstrate ways for you to find your own path and to grow and evolve into the being you're meant to be. Go within, look deeply into your heart, and find the love that overflows in its secret, quiet places. Your love is rich and warm and flowing still. and it is time for you to renew your connection to Source via the teachings you will be introduced to soon. When you patiently learn from a good teacher who is pure in intent, your powers of focus, telepathy, intuition, and inner peace, no matter what the outer circumstances, will be greatly amplified. Divination message. Spiritual quest, travel, calm, relaxed yoga pose, self-love, and self-acceptance. Third eye and crown chakra activation, chakra awakening, connection to all, crown chakra connected to the universe, receiving universal love messages, self-connected peacefully to the earth, peaceful flowing energy in the body, tranquil, sublime spiritual moments of connection, blessings showering upon you due to the correct relationships with body and soul. Time to take a class, course, or new study program. Time to welcome in a new teacher, either in the form of a physical being, or perhaps a path that speaks to your heart at this time, or a spirit guide who resonates with you. Know that while this path and tranquil, easeful philosophy may seem out of character for you, it is a deep and true part of yourself that has long yearned for acknowledgement, fulfillment, and the nirvana that is on its way. Yes, wow, absolutely stunning. And by the way, I would say that, see the pink here? Pink lotus flower, it represents to me the soul star chakra, so you are definitely in the right place, and I would love to have you in the soul star family. If you got anything from this reading, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you do leave a comment, please leave me a little pink lotus flower to let me know that you watched the whole reading. Oh, yes. Yeah, there is just beautiful, amazing things coming to you out the other side of this crazy relationship, this crazy connection you guys were in. Yeah, so hopefully I'll see you in another video or in another pile. All the best. So much love to you. Bye. Alrighty, hello, pile number 3, my dragon pile. Woohoo! Alright, I feel like since you picked this dragon pile, right, immediately I feel like you've overcome one of the greatest challenges of your life, which was this connection. To be honest, that's true for all the piles, but like dragons really represent mastery. So yeah, you've really mastered something and you've grown in great power already from it. And I would say like immediately the karma for the person that you are visiting this reading for, they are having to face immense challenges, and it is very daunting, and it's they don't feel that they can overcome them at this time. I feel like they are also having trouble achieving anything that they are passionate about. Like I feel like they're very much stuck in a mundane life that feels very stifling for them, but they feel like they're being oppressed by like people, places, or situations. Yep. I just saw like I had a little notification come in just as I looked at the screen there, and it's like time sensitive. So yeah, they're feeling extremely pressured right now. All right, so now what I'm going to do is from the Chuck Spizzano deck, the Enlightenment pack, is divided into two piles here. So this is the heavy pile, the dark shadow pile, and then this is the light holy pile. And so what I'm going to do is from the first pile we are going to get we're going to find out what wound was either triggered or created through this interaction with the person you've come to this reading about. And then from the light pile we're going to see what blessings are coming to you for overcoming this challenge. Yeah, all right, so let's go. I saw 222 on my timer just as I said that. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, immediately this unconscious card comes out. I know it's unconscious because of the blue. And let me tell you, like, that lines up with, like, a great challenge because the unconscious cards are the trickiest cards to overcome in the shadow pile. Shamanic test. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is my shamanic pile. Hello, guys. Wow. Yeah, you have like definitely look up the dragon spirit guide. Yes, you might have shamans in your bloodline. That would not be surprising to me. Or at least you have shamanic spirit guides as well that are helping you. Wow, this is crazy. So I bet you've had some like very testing dreams as well. You've had like some crazy dreams that are reflecting what you've gone through. Yeah, this is like actually like really helping you to elevate very fast from coming out of this. Oh my gosh. So on the bottom we have revenge, victim. So this is helping you overcome any need for revenge. Yes, so hopefully this reading can help you understand that you do not need to be a part in this, that the universe will sort it out because there is divine justice at hand. And also, I do believe that this is the energy that was thrown at you. I believe the person you interacted with wanted to get revenge on you because I think they feel that you had something that they want and that it was unfair that you had it or something like that. And this could be, I mean, this could be something intangible as well. It could just, they could feel like people like you more. And so like they think that's unfair because they think people should like them more, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, you've definitely had people, take out their jealousy on you. And they've projected things onto you. Yeah, now they're having to deal with people that are doing the same thing to them. That's coming through. All right, I'm gonna read from the book. All right, here we are. Shamanic test. Oh my God. So, key concept, a great challenge offering a leap to a new level of consciousness, vision, and power. And let me tell you, that goes perfectly with the dragon spirit here. A shamanic test is a challenge we have created for ourselves because we see the opportunity for using and integrating negative force to leap into a much higher level of consciousness, power, and vision. Heck yeah, guys! Oh, I love my shamanic stuff. If we fail these situations, we have a feeling of tragedy. The pain of this can be so great it can feel like your heart is being ripped from your chest. These can be life or death situations. The situation may not necessarily be negative, but it can be dangerous. To fail the opportunity could mean the loss of what we have built up so far in our life. You know, this is the energy that's getting like, this is the energy that the person you came to the reading for, this is what they're dealing with as well. To experience a shamanic test is to die to your old self. You can either move forward to a whole new level or you can crash and burn. If you fail or have failed a shamanic test, typically you may have buried the pain and it will be affecting you negatively. But you still have the opportunity to learn the lesson, pass the test, transform it, and receive all the benefits from having succeeded. The test is ongoing if it is not passed the first time. So there you go, see, nothing's ever lost. Energy cannot be destroyed, it can only change form. Yes, and listen, I feel like some of you watching this is confirmation that you have passed a test. And if you feel like you still have something to do, like, don't worry, we will... see, because it's shamanic, so it's very like... I feel like you should meditate on the dragon spirit to help you find your way through. Grappling hook. The grappling hook is actually making me think of Mabel from Gravity Falls. So maybe check out my last reading, What Are People Realizing About You Now? And check out the Mabel pile, all right? That might have something for you there. I absolutely adored that reading, so it's definitely worth checking out. Trust me. All right, after you finish this one though, don't click off, don't go away. No, okay, sorry. See, I'm getting that, I'm getting in that fun energy. Because I had such like a fun energy going in that Mabel reading. So yeah, some of you have definitely already passed the test and you are vibing high. Yes. Yeah. And by the way, when I was looking at revenge, it made me think of the deity Nemesis. I'm also thinking of Eris, goddess of discord. So they might be ones to look up. And yes, Kali came out in pile 2 in this reading, so she also might be something, someone, so a deity to help transmute this energy, any energy you need transmuted. Oh, Chinnamasta. Chinnamasta is definitely for this pile. Definitely check out her chants. And it'll help you elevate beyond your current level of consciousness. I love Chinnamasta as well. Very, very cool. Yeah. All right. Using this card. If you receive the card when you've asked about a past situation, though typically suppressed or repressed to withstand the pain, there is a good chance you failed the test. If you're in the middle of a situation now, know the energies from the depths of your mind are at play here, bringing about this situation. The first part is to see this challenge as an opportunity in which there is a way to succeed, which is to raise you to a new level of vision, birth, love, creativity, psychic ability, artistic or healing power. It can also bring about a whole new level of relationship for you. With awareness, venturing everything, totally giving every bit of yourself, asking for help from your higher mind, being open to inspiration and putting it all on the line, you will succeed in passing a shamanic or mastery level test. Then you will gain a new level of consciousness which can be used in service for yourself and those around you. Artistic service, healing service, or whatever other medium shows itself. That you are facing this test means that an aware part of you must have believed it was possible for you to succeed. Go for it! Go for it! Yes, I'm so pumped up from this. I'm so excited for you guys. Now let's see what about the rewards for passing the test, huh? What does pile 3 get for passing the test? The dragon pile, what will be coming to them? Joining, healing. And on the bottom we have flow, gift. So yes, you are going to join in with a whole new level of consciousness. Wow, so you're the first pile to actually get a healing card. So this must be some like deep healing you've really longed for, because you can see like these trees over here are mirroring those ones, but the ground is thawed and green has come. So it's, oh my gosh, it's helping you to forgive. Helping you to forgive anything that's come, that you've gone through. And let me tell you, because I actually saw a clip and it said, forgiveness is a side effect. And I really experienced that recently, because I know I've talked about it quite a bit in some of my other readings, about how I've used meditations, particularly the Joe Dispenza ones, and I've used other ones as well, like Your Universe and Great Meditation, even for just little ones. But yeah, I've been using them to shift my consciousness and to transmute everything. And the side effect from integrating the gratitude into my heart was that something in my heart, it just, wherever there was like this pain that had been held on, I felt myself forgiving life, basically, forgiving like what happened, because I finally felt good enough to let it go. And let me tell you, I've been through some ish, all right? So that's no small feat. Like I really didn't even, like there was a part of me that wasn't even sure it could ever be done, though I don't believe in impossibility. So I knew that it was possible, but yeah, so just know that there are miracles ahead for you, actually, and joining in places you never thought could be joined. And this magical flow will come into your life from connecting to this energy. See the river mirrored in these? Yes, look at you joining. You're making like soul connections after this. A lot of the connections you had were just lessons. Now you're actually meeting companions and people that can flow along this this beautiful ride with you. This beautiful ride called life. All right, let's check out the joining page. It's number 31. All right, so it says, here we are, this is the page. Joining, re-establishing contact, partnership, achieving a win-win situation, finding the one solution. Joining heals separation, and there is no problem which does not have separation as one of its core dynamics. It is only in contact that you are successful, whereas withdrawal leads to a lack of success, which means some grievance or pain, hidden or otherwise, has backed you away from life. The extent to which you are backed away is the extent to which you are in sacrifice, giving without receiving. Joining brings you out of withdrawal, lack of success, guilt, unworthiness, fear and pain, so you can once again establish contact with the world. In the reconnection, which is an act of love which extends you will realize the connection was the truth. In truth, the connection was never lost, nor could it be. Exactly what I was talking about. Energy cannot be destroyed, it can only change form. It is only our unawareness of oneness which keeps us in pain. In every act of commitment, giving, integrating, forgiving, receiving, trust, and so on, we create a joining and heal ourselves. Joining establishes a mutuality which brings about the next step. It avoids power struggle and finds a solution. It releases you from the prison where you have been stuck. And by your mutual support with another, partnership and success are assured. If you receive this card, you are asked to make ending the separation a priority and join the other person in the situation. I am not I'm not advocating for you to join anyone who was see anyone that's treated you really, really badly. See anyone that's been abusive to you, if you get my drift. I do not recommend that. I think this is only for I'm going to trust this pile since you're my shamanic pile. I feel like you're very aware and very conscious beings. Please trust your own judgment, because honestly, I feel like this joining is actually you and you. Because see, actually these colours, the red and the yellow, that's the colours of this dragon. So you're becoming whole within yourself through this shamanic test, I feel like. Because I feel like parts of yourself got splintered out through the experience with this person. So I'm only recommending that you find your oneness within yourself. You join within yourself, okay? Yes. I had actually been thinking that before that came up, so I'll just finish the little thing. Yeah, or if that's not possible, imagine yourself walking the metaphoric distance between you and them until you join. See, that's kind of nice. Well, if you don't want to join with them, I would just say just join with yourself, with your higher self. I think that's a bit more productive, and then it doesn't carry on any like cords that you don't need carried on, if you know what I mean. I'm sure you do, my shamanic pile. Dragon pile. Heck yeah. You're a real badass pile. Each step towards them is actually a step out of inner defeat and into the place of partnership and winning together. Joining lets you know that you are truly not alone and that there is always one solution, no matter the problem. Yeah. You know, let me just see the flow card, because I didn't read anyone else's, but the Tao. So, okay, yeah, I knew I had to look at this. So look up the Tao Te Ching. So that's spelled T-A-O. That's a really ancient, beautiful philosophy. Synchronicity, being lucky and in tune with the unfolding process. Flow is about all good things coming to you as you move forward in effortless effort. So aligned action, if anyone's familiar with that term. Everything falls in your favor because you are in tune with the unfolding process of life. Flow includes good timing, expectancy, opportunity, luck, and is full of ease. It is like a boat floating down a river, meeting good things around every bend. Just around the river bend. Yeah, I just heard Just Around the River Bend from Pocahontas there. Wow, absolutely stunning. Yeah, and I'm seeing like a lazy river. So if any of you have the chance to go to a water park, take some time in the lazy river to meditate and just like soak up that feeling. Even like, yeah, this is the shamanic pile. You guys can just put on, like, I love looking up like theme park POVs and stuff like that. And you can look up water parks and you can just look up lazy river POV and you can have it on and then you can like pretend. You could even do it when you're in the bath actually, and you can just be like, wow, I'm in the lazy river, like chilling out. And I think that would be actually like a super fun and like I think that would be a really like cool meditation for you guys to do. Yeah, this pile seems to have already overcome a lot, and I feel like in some way you're already embracing this like new aspect of yourself after what you've come through. So yeah, just like completely like keep up your shamanic, your spiritual practices to keep with the flow, the Tao of life. And like, yeah, nothing can really go wrong. All right, this is actually like, okay, Dragon Pile, you guys are the most free from what's happened already. I feel like you're already at a much higher level of consciousness, thanks to your spirit, basically. So yeah, but now I'm going to go, we're going to figure out a bit more about what actually happened between you and the person you came to this reading for, and we'll get like confirmation on their karma through the tarot. But yeah, I'm absolutely, I'm so amazed and proud of this pile. Like, you guys are absolute, like I said, badass. Like, sorry about like that. It's just like censoring it a little bit for YouTube. They might still understand what it was, but whatever. You guys are amazing. Yeah, true heroes, true shamans. All right, okay, let's move on. I'll catch you with the tarot. Alrighty, guys, we're using the Star Tarot today to get some insight into what has happened, or to what happened between you and the person or people you came to this reading for. Yeah, so we shall see. And then I'll use the Disney Villains Tarot deck afterwards to get clarifications on the karma that is coming to them for their actions. All right, cool. So let's see from the Star Tarot, what happened here? What did they come to the reading for closure and clarification about? King of Wands. Someone with a big ego. Yeah, look, see, I feel like, I feel like this is a reflection of you and the person you came up against. So they would be represented by this snarling lion, and you're like this calm lion. See, there's something in you, like, yeah, there's something in you that they wish they had, but they could have it. Like, it's not, they were meant to be, truly, if they could see it from the right perspective, they could have seen that you, like, they have exactly what they desire, but instead they feel like they lack it because they're in lack consciousness. They want to take revenge on you, basically. Remember the revenge card being there, for having what they perceive it is that they lack. If you look at the throne here, it's dragon throne. Yeah, there's two dragons making up the throne, and he's got the dragon shield. Your level of your manifestation ability, your creation ability after this is immense. He actually has it looks like a phoenix as well on his chest, so you might want to check out the phoenix pile, because I feel like you might have faced off against some like crazy evil entities, and that pile definitely encompassed that, so definitely check that out if you feel called. If not, no worries, man, no need to go there if you don't need to. But yeah, you are definitely like a master manifester from everything that you come through with this. This is very, very cool. Yeah. And I will say as well, yeah, the other person, they were very, you might know the person you came to this reading for might be a fire sign and sun, moon, or rising, Aries, Leo, Sag. But they might not be. They might just embody the negative King of Wands traits. So they're very try-hard, very like poser, very pretender, very trying to act like they have it all together, like they're the best and they can create the best and they're the coolest or whatever, but really it's just a hollow shell. They could be like the best that they could be, but like, again, they inside they feel like they're lacking. And so people that are actually strong and secure in themselves, they project it out, you know, and so they're taking it out on you, and you're just like this regal lion. But now you have the energy of the dragon on your side too. Yeah, like all this gold here. Gold is definitely a metal, a precious metal for you to work with and to utilize through jewelry. Yeah, and this is whether you're male or female, obviously. Look at this king rocking all the gold here. He's got rings, he's got a crown, he's got this like neck thing going on, whatever that is, pretty cool. And his big old pentacle. And then, yeah, check it out, his giant, yeah, he's got loads going on. This is a big scepter. This is definitely a time to tune into your magical practices as well. I know I mentioned that during the earlier section. Okay, you're definitely more enlightened from that. Look at your like raised consciousness. Oh, I just keep going on about how cool you are. Like this is like the thing, because you're shining bright, man, it's irritated people's demons, you know what I mean? Oh, the D word. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube. Oh well. You know what I mean? Metaphorical in this sense. The sun, yeah, look at you, shining bright. You might be a Leo yourself, or you might have fire, or you might just be a bright light. I mean, you are definitely a bright light. And look, see this, like the yin yang here in the heart? That's the Tao to me, represented there. And look, if you actually see in the wings of this butterfly, you can see two people connecting. So that's that joining of I would say this is like different parts of yourself, and you're coming together into this like sacred child energy here. Because the child represents the true self, the authentic self, unmarred by life. So you're definitely having things come back from childhood. Yes, you're definitely having things come back from childhood. And this other person is looking extremely childish. Yes. But right now, this is mostly focused on you. Like this is how beautiful you are. You really light people's lives up by being in it, or in their lives. And you have a deep balance and love in your heart. Yes. Yeah, this is this is a pile that gets underestimated, because you probably don't look as tough as you are. You probably don't look as like spiritually advanced as you are. Yeah, I've seen this child here, and it's reminding me of the sun in the Teletubbies, the baby, like, and it's like the face that's like shining as the sun. And like I heard like taking candy from a baby, like people really think they're gonna get one over on you, and they are sorely mistaken, because they meet your snarling lion when you need to bring it out. Yes, there's been a beautiful transformation in you, and you're only shining brighter, much to their chagrin. I think that's how you pronounce that word, but like that's how I heard it, is like much to their chagrin. Look at this. This is all about how freaking amazing you are. Temperance. You are a master alchemist, and you have completely yeah, you're just like a master alchemist. You're able to like take whatever energy is thrown at you and elevate with it. That's why the shamanic test card came out. You've done this many times before. You've been targeted a lot, and you only ever grow and shine brighter because of it. Absolutely amazing. And I don't know if you noticed, but like like I have like I have my painting in the back. I don't know if you noticed it, but it's like I knew I had to get this deck because I had a dream about angel with rainbow wings, and so when I saw this I was like, okay, I need to get that deck. That's like insane synchronicity. So you probably have really like insane level of synchronicities going on. Look at the light shining from you. Like I can't even see your person because you're shining so bright. I cannot even see who you came to the reading for. I feel like your light has like just like obliterated them in a way. Like not literally obviously, but like you've just elevated so much, like they're just nowhere to be found. This is amazing. Yeah, you've deepened your spiritual connection and your spiritual powers like so much through everything. Yeah, this is just insanely stunning. Like, well done, Dragon Pile. Like, this is like one of the best karma readings I've ever seen in my life. Whoa. Okay, here we are. 5 of Swords. This is what you have transmuted. The like winning at all costs. And like actually I think this is because like people who underestimate you, and they're like, and you're like, nah, you thought no, I win. I always win. I always come out on top no matter what you throw at me. Good luck with that energy coming right back at you, by the way. Like that's what you say to people, like is what I meant, like, because that's how I feel when people try and like throw stuff at me, and I'm just like, you fool, you absolute fool, because like I'm only gonna get better, and you're gonna have to deal with whatever comes to you. See the cross here? Like, okay, so this is like our first view of well, actually it's our second view, because like we just saw them getting triggered over here and like trying to throw ish at you. And then there's you just shining and alchemizing and like becoming more amazing in like every way and more true and authentic to yourself. And then they're just like stuck here, like basic, like I'm saying crucified, and they're having to face up to the light and the dark within themselves, and like really the dark, honestly, because like the stuff they've really tried to hide from, it's coming into the light. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. See all these swords piercing the heart? That's what they wanted for you. But you're just like, oh, another attack at me? Well, guess I'll just alchemize that and get even better. Even better from it. Wow. Wow. True shamans. On the bottom we have the Four of Wands. Wow, this was actually on the bottom for pile 2, so definitely check that out if you feel so inclined. No need though, you've clearly transmuted a lot. And look, there's little fairies up here. And they're like, they match up with these flowers. And the little baby bears. Bears represent ancestors to me. Wow, they also represent Taurus energy to me. So you might have Taurus in your chart as well. Let's say we've got like we've got Sag, Leo, Aries is also strong in here. Yeah, but like fire signs, it's more like, it's coming through like vitality as well. Like, your spirit, your soul essence is shining so bright, and you have like the powers of fire now on your side. Like, I feel like was an element you were working on mastering. Oh, look, the little flame flickering as confirmation. You were working on mastering this element, and now you have like mastered it, and now you're able to create and shine out better than ever. And so there's like a lot of wonderful, beautiful celebrations and newness coming to you because of that. I'm actually just going to shove this up here now, because put it out of the way. Yes, you've made your ancestors very happy, and you are, oh my gosh, no, hold on, I need to show you this, because look at this. It's the Magician underneath. As above, so below. As within, so without. You've totally, wow. This is such a magical pile. Like, I love this pile. Like, oh, wow. But yeah, you are, if you do have any children, they will get to live such an abundant and happy life because of all the spiritual curses. Or generational curses you've broken, like all this stuff, like all the spiritual work you've done, and all this mastery, this mental mastery, the spiritual mastery that you've done, it's making the world a better place, truly. Anyone you talk to, because see, look, the Hierophant, the spiritual guidance, the bear again, and the bull here. Yeah, because you've sacrificed a lot, you've had to sacrifice a lot, but now. And he has 2 different coloured eyes here, the heterochromia. Heterochromia, you might have some form of heterochromia. I actually have that myself. I have centralised heterochromia. But I have an uncle who he has like the classic one, like one eye a completely different colour than the other. So cool. But yes, now you have, you've elevated your family line. You've elevated like anyone you come in contact with now, you're going to help elevate them through just your aura and your vibration and your mastery of like so many, all these different elements here, all the classic elements. Wow. Yeah, I love this pile. This is absolutely freaking amazing. This makes me so happy, guys. Like, I cannot tell you how good this reading is. Like, this is like one of the coolest freaking readings I've ever done. I feel like it. I really say it. I love this. I absolutely love this for you. All right, so since this was mostly just about you, I guess like on the Disney Villains deck, we're going to see a bit more confirmation on the actual karma for whoever you came to the reading for. But yeah, just yeah, incredible. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Well, a minute is like literally nothing. When it's literally nothing, because I just have to like, anyway, editing and all that. Editing magic. All right. Like everything I've said, the truth so far, and you know it because you are super psychic, intuitive yourself, ain't ya, you little shaman? You're a little shamanic guy. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get confirmation on the karma for the person that my dragon pile number 3, that they came to the reading for. Please do give me some confirmation on that. I will say they really do have to see you shine and get better at everything and defeat them, basically. How you completely, like, just... You ain't even breaking a sweat. Six of Wands. Oh my gosh, confirmation. Look at you shining. Looking, they have to, like, witness you taking the energy they threw at you, trying to, like, destroy you, basically. And you use it to become more beautiful, more magical, more, more wealthy, more abundant, more spiritual, more everything that you want. Yeah, Master Alchemist did not know who they were messing with at all. Wow. Yeah, look at the bottom, it's the Queen of Swords. She's like, I tried to destroy Cinderella's dress and she got an even better one, girl. Oh my gosh. So funny. Let's get another one. I love that I went to the car. I loved it. This is my favorite message to get. I love hearing that I'm the karma. I don't know about you guys, but like that's my favorite. I'm like, they have to see you be better. It's like, yes. Yes, this is the best karma possible. Oh my gosh. And more confirmation on the karma for the person that the dragon pile came to this reading for. Oh, there's too many. Confirmation on the karma for the person that they came to this reading for. Yeah, I did see Hades as I was shuffling there. So, I mean, if you are shamanic, then you know, like, you do have ties to the underworld and you're not afraid of the shadows because you've integrated your shadow side. That's why you're so powerful, because you don't fear the light or the dark. That's why the yin yang here, and that's why you've elevated yourself so much. King of Swords. Yeah, master intellect. Yeah, remember how I was talking about how they are the person you came to this reading for? Look, they're coming out as the Lion again. They really might have Leo in their chart. If not, they're just very prideful. Yeah, very catty as well. They really tried to plot on your downfall, but it's really backfired on them. It's completely backfired on them. They really can't see. They're really in, like, see, like, all this smoke around them. They can't see where they are. They're really in a precarious place as well. They're having to go through their own shamanic test through meeting you. So that's like the divine mirror showing through them, because, like, remember, it was the shamanic test showed the cliff and having to jump out, and there's clearly fire around as well. So they're in a really, like, tough spot. It's really uncomfortable for them, and they have to really utilize their mind to get out of it if they're going to get out of it. But yeah, this is you are a huge shamanic test for the person or people that you came to this reading for. Nine of Wands at the bottom, confirming they were really jealous. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Yeah, they were extremely jealous. I don't think this pile is I think you guys are well aware that people get very jealous of you. I mean, you cannot shine like this and not have people trying to throw their evil eyes, but that's part of how you got so adept at alchemy. Amazing. Okay, let's keep going. Get a couple more, please. Oh, look, it came out. Yeah, Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. Yeah, they feel very wounded by what happened. Wow, I've never actually noticed there's, like, bits of the zodiac around there. That's very interesting. Huh. Or at least it looks like the zodiac. Yeah, because I see Pisces there. So that'd be Aries. So these are more signs, might be confirmation for you. Pisces, Aries. That's Gemini. Cancer. That must be Taurus then as well. Okay. But yeah. You very much have your boundaries up with this person. So they can't do anything. All they can do is watch you and see, like, the mirror being a portal. And that's, like, looking through your phone as well. I was, like, pointing at the phone. I'm like, you. So yeah, very much they watch you through social media if you have it. Yeah, they'd be watching and seething, man. Here's hoping they learn that like every time they do that, they're only like helping you and hurting themselves at some point. But you know, whatever. Oh my god, look, the devil at the bottom. Yeah, they're really having to face their darkness because of that. They're being forced to look in the mirror, pal. Take a look in the mirror, pal. Now hearing Michael Jackson. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Ow! Okay. Yeah, well, here's hoping they can overcome this darkness and like all that within themselves. I feel like you've done your job very well though, as the divine cosmic mirror that you are for them. Okay. Because even that is shown here in the two lines mirroring each other. Very much divine mirror going on here. Let's get one more. One more, please. For karma, for the person that they came to this reading for. Dragon pile. Please. What? The sun. You got the sun again. Shiny. Something, 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 something. Shiny. Okay. Man. You might like Flight of the Conchords. Definitely check out the TV show if you feel inclined. You might, that humor might really vibe with you. Or you might really vibe with that humor, rather. You also have on the bottom the Emperor. So the tiger animal spirit is definitely for you as well. Let me see if I can just move them over. Get him there. Perfect. Shere Khan. Wow. Wow, it just really added to your own treasure. You're just shining so bright, and actually any energy they feed you is just pushing you more and more into the spotlight and increasing your power and your vibrancy and your life force even more. And all they can do is watch. All they can do is watch from their like precarious point, like seething, wishing it was them. But I mean, it could be if they got over themselves, if they like overcame this particular shamanic test. What's under the Emperor? Two of Wands. Yeah, they could. They could make magic themselves, but you know, they need to find that within themselves. Wow, well, it's very clear. Okay, so, wow, what a stunning, stunning pile. Like, I love this. I cannot tell you how much I love this. So cool. All right, now I'm going to get a card for you, an oracle card to close out the reading. It'll be from the Fairy Tale Oracle, just for any last piece of advice, confirmation, all that good stuff. All right, guys, we're about to have story time with Nirvana. By the way, my hair keeps wanting to get like caught on stuff right now, so you might have super long, luscious hair. It might be like growing really nice. Yeah, this person might have been really jealous of your hair actually, like with the mane and everything. Yeah, people might get jealous of your hair a lot. As you are so fierce and so cool. Like, I cannot tell you, I love this so much. I know I've said it so many times, but I just can't help it, you know? So let's get a fairy tale card to close out. I thought Fairy Tale Oracle was very appropriate for the dragon pile, especially the way my dragon looks. Let's see. Oh, not two. Oh, two. Okay, we're doing it. So we have Fear, Brown and Trembling, Gifts, and we have Gretel, Ingenuity. Yes, and these definitely match up for you guys. On the bottom we have Fairy Ointment, the Sight. Yeah, and I feel like this is just, see this picture here as a reflection of you and your energy. Yeah, this is like the dichotomy or the duality of you. Thank God I couldn't get it out. I was like, what's the word? Because it's shown in the Temperance card as well with the sun and the moon. Like, you have the beautiful feminine side and you have this like fierce masculine like emperor side too, like with the King of Wands coming out. Yeah, there's some like extreme mastery in this pile, which I'm just so here for. Please do subscribe and stick around, because y'all are the type of people I really want to do readings for, like that I love doing readings for. I just find them so much, like, I just find them so amazing. I love the art on this card, so I'm just kind of getting drawn in. Yep. Rainbow. I'm actually seeing, see the sort of psychedelic, it's reminding me of Lisa Frank, so you might really like Lisa Frank art. Yeah, I feel like making art or doing like coloring books or something might also like really, and utilizing the full spectrum of color in art and doing something artistic would be really beneficial for you. Yeah, that makes sense. So even if you're not like, don't like drawing or whatever, that you can always just get a coloring book and then like fill it in, get something like, I feel like that would do a lot for your spirit and your inner child with this like sun card. Yeah, it might activate you a lot and just add to your amazing shine already. That's already there. Oops, sorry, I knocked the camera. Okay, so I'm going to read Gretel first, and then I'll read Fair, Brown and Trembling. Okay. Story time with Nirvana. I think everyone's pretty familiar with Hansel and Gretel, right? By the way, I don't know, like, you guys are like such a cool pile, but fairy tales, yeah, I always loved fairy tales, and turns out Albert Einstein saw great value in them as well. He said if you want your children to be really intelligent, read them fairy tales. So, because they speak in the language of symbolism, and so it would teach them like deeper intuition and intelligence. Yeah, get them to look deeper into things and to understand it on that deeper level, which you guys definitely do. So yeah, looking into fairy tales might actually be something that's really highlighted for you now. I literally just bought a book of Scottish fairy tales myself. So yeah, definitely check out fairy tales from your heritage as well, because the bears came out, like, so that's that ancestry as well. But yeah, don't feel confined. Check out any and all like cultures that you feel drawn to, with respect obviously, but like, I know you guys are good. Anyway, let's do it. Story time. Gretel ingenuity. She pushed poor Gretel out to the oven, from which flames of fire were already darting. See, that's that spiritual, this is the shamanic test that you've gone through. The flames of the dragon. Creep in, said the witch, and see if it is properly heated so we can put the bread in. And once Gretel was inside, she intended to shut the oven and bake her in it, and then she would eat her too. But Gretel saw what she had in mind and said, I do not know how I am to do it. How do I get in? Silly goose, said the old woman. The door is big enough. Just look, I can get in myself. And she crept up and thrust her head in the oven. Then Gretel gave her a push that drove her far into it and shut the iron door and fastened the bolt. Oh, and then she began to howl quite horribly. Yeah, you are like masters at energy manipulation. You know how to shift, like it's giving martial arts. Here, that might be something. I mentioned Qigong in a previous pile, and that might be pertinent for you guys too. Okay. Without the fear or the occasion that caused it, there would be no need for valor. There would be no occasion for Hansel to practice the loving solicitude for his sister that brought him about his words of comfort and his shrewd plan to come safely back home. The same can be said for Gretel at the story's end. With Hansel locked away, she had no one to rely on but herself. The fear she felt for herself and Hansel led to courage. Her courage led her to clearly avert disaster and to save herself and her brother. Both children reacted rightly to their fear. There is nothing good about fear, and fear alone. But the experience of fear, in its raw and hideous reality, can lead to valor, dignity, and ingenious ideas in less than a moment. This card teaches that young women face many dangers, and many young men too. And this may be the case in your life, or may have experienced danger earlier within your own life. Or non-binary people, you know, we're all here on Earth, man. We're all here on Earth. Or you may have experienced danger earlier within your own life. There is more than a good ending to your own personal story, and the betrayal by adults within your young life has not lessened the love that your peers and your adopted family have for you. You have shown again and again that when pressure comes, you will not let fear take you down. You rise to the occasion and overwhelm all adversaries. That's this Five of Swords with the Sun. Exactly. You will win. You will always win. You have faced that which frightens all of us, and you have come through. You have also been tremendously let down by the quote-unquote grown-ups in your life. They failed in their duty, and it's so important that you realise that it never was, never will be your fault that they failed you so deeply. And now it is your turn to help younger people, particularly young ones who have suffered at the hands of their own parents. Tell your story and know that you're an inspiration. You're able to inspire, excite, and guide younger people to create for themselves safe, loving spaces, relationships, and families. This also goes for you if it's, maybe your parents didn't let you down, but just, other grown-ups or other people in your life, like people that you trusted, I would just say. Your strategies and abilities must be passed on, even if it is in the most simple of ways. Contact with younger people will not only be good for you, but good for those young ones who can learn from you. Meaning, you will show courage under difficult circumstances. People love helping you. You're a true defender of friends and family. You work well in teams. Unite against a common foe. You're resourceful, quick thinking, and protective. And now, I love this Fear, Brown, and Trembling card. Gifts. Oh my gosh. This is such a good card, guys. Here we are. Fear, Brown, and Trembling. Time for another passage from Nirvana. All right. I'll have, said Trembling, a dress as white as snow, and green shoes for my feet. Then the henwife put on the cloak of darkness, clipped a piece from the old clothes the young woman had on, and asked for the whitest robes in the world, and the most beautiful that could be found, and a pair of green shoes. That moment she had the robe and the shoes, and she brought them to Trembling, who put them on. When Trembling was dressed and ready, the henwife said, I have a honey bird here to sit on your right shoulder, and a honey finger to put on your left. At the door stands a milk-white mare with a golden saddle for you to sit on and a golden bridle to hold in your hand. The Irish king has 3 daughters. Their names are Fair, Brown, and Trembling. Fair and Brown are pretty, vivacious, beloved, and spoiled, and Trembling is mocked for her nervousness, her shy nature, and her quiet self, and no one at all mentions her great beauty. Until, for there is always an until, she rallies courage to go to the church, where she usually cannot go, for she is kept at home to cook and clean, while the other girls go to flirt and show off their fine gowns. One day, while at home, she is visited by a very, very old woman, who asks her what she would wear if she could. As Trembling describes the gown, it is woven about her, a gift from the crone. She has a bird upon each shoulder and a fine horse to ride upon, and is told by the old henwife to ride to the church, but not to enter it. And thus begins the tale of enchantment that is Fair, Brown, and Trembling. When this tale comes to you, you're being told to manifest and create that which you wish for. Yes! See, the King of Wands being the first card. Using magical means and the wisdom of the old wise ones. Yes! You are not to accept a fate that others have allotted for you. And like Trembling, you will overcome your shyness, your nerves, and all the humiliation you have endured, and you will be loved for who you are. Yes, I see that very much in the sun, with like the 2 joining there. Yes. It is also in its way a warning to stay away from places of worship, to make sure that the wild, that nature is your home and temple. It also tells us that when we have been gifted with good fortune, to only accept the hand of a person who respects us for who we are, who will protect us, fight for us, and search for us if ever we become lost. In short, it is a tale about valuing yourself, and knowing that your very strangeness and shyness can be what makes you most valued, most loved, and most precious of all. It is also a tale of knowing that good fortune that you draw to you can sometimes be coveted by others within your family. Dude, that's that 9 of Wands. Like, mirror, mirror on the wall. Ooh. Who have never been kind to you. Oh, more about the family. Okay, so you guys definitely have people in your family line that are envious or jealous of you. Oh my goodness. Confirmation. Anyway, Know this, if the good fortune has come to you alone, then it is yours to work with. Do not give it away. It will never bring happiness to another, only to you. And see, that goes with this tamatoa here. Like, cause see, like, this is your fortune come to you, and it's meant for you. It's meant to make you happy. So yeah, keep it. Use it wisely for yourself. Because you've been trusted with it for a reason. You know, there's no lack. There's no true lack. Others can manifest their own fortune, you know. There's nothing holding them back, truly. Yeah, so powerful. And it says, meaning, divine assistance, working outside of traditional religion. Yeah, my shamans, of course. Enchantment is its own reward. Generations to repay a good turn gladly done. Bonds between human and fairy. And see, that's like, yeah, that links to this, the fairy ointment. That's the little belt. Fairy blessing for you. Long-lasting love. Do not dim the light of another. Wisdom of the crone. All right. Bloomin' marvelous. Amazing dragon pile. If you made it this far, I would like you to leave me a tiger emoji down the bottom. All right, and I really hope to see you in another reading. I hope you become a little soul star in the community, because yeah, your light is so valued and it's so needed in the world, and I would just love to have you in my community. All right, so much love, so much blessings. All right, bye-bye.